Thanks, Cheryl. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name's Jill Feldman, and I'm a senior study director at Westat, a contract research firm in Rockville, Maryland, and longtime EERS board member. It's my distinct honor to introduce this year's featured Chelimsky Forum speaker and discussant. But before I do, I'd like to invite you to join me in a moment of silent reflection to honor the memory of Will Shadish, who died this past March. Many here will know his work either from reading his numerous publications or from his longtime facilitation of the quasi-experimental design workshop that he so skillfully presented with Tom Cook for many years as he battled cancer. So please join me. Thank you. And now you know why I'm not a school teacher, because that's a really hard thing to do, stand here and be silent. Okay, the Forum. Let me just give you a little background. It was launched in 2013 with generous funding from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and responds to the call to action described by Eleanor Chelimsky in her 2012 keynote address at this conference titled Balancing Theory and Practice in the Real World. Her paper was published in March 2013 in the American Journal of Evaluation and is as intelligent, innovative, and inspiring as its author. In it, she implores us as evaluation scholars and practitioners to take advantage of our collective expertise and engage in lively and ongoing debate to advance both theory and practice by looking to practice for solutions to address challenges unaddressed by our current evaluation theories. Her hope was that by critically and collectively reflecting on our practice, we could build more generalizable evaluation theories, theories that reflect the complex situational factors that practicing evaluators face every day, and that the result would improve both evaluation theory and evaluation practice. So with that as context, it will not surprise any of you that this morning's speaker, Dr. Stafford Hood, is the Sheila M. Miller Professor of Education, Professor of Curriculum and Instruction and Educational Psychology, and founding director of the Center for Culturally Responsive Evaluation and Assessment, known as CREA, at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. His research and scholarship focuses on culturally responsive approaches in program evaluation and the role of culture in educational assessment. He is a 2016 Fellow of AERA and 2015 recipient of AEA's Paul F. Lazarsfeld Evaluation Theory Award. His talk today, titled Continuing the Exploration of U.S. Evaluation History During the Pre-Brown versus Board of Education Era, 1930 through 54, and the Nobody Knows My Name Project, a notable footprint in the U.S. Office of Education, builds on his previous work and highlights countless contributions made by African American education researchers and evaluators to our field during the pre-Brown era. Dr. Hood will speak for 30 minutes today, and today's discussant, Dr. Nicole Bowman, whom I will introduce in a moment, will take 10 minutes to respond. Then we'll take about 3 minutes to reconfigure our setup to capture your questions. But both of our special guests will be attending the conference with us, so please feel free to continue the conversation sparked by this morning's panel over the next day and a half. We know, in addition to the high-quality program and lovely setting, part of the reason you come to EERS is to learn things you could not possibly learn anywhere else. So few people know that Stafford has 2 senior citizen black Labradors, Hannibal, as in the African king, and Marley, as in Bob, and that despite having only one eye, Hannibal still behaves quite kingly. Now, for a few words about our discussant. Thanks to the passage of Title IX and a strong, supportive father, in 1985, Dr. Nicole Bowman is the only female in the state of Wisconsin to play on a boys' high school basketball team. Knowing that, the fact that she went on to become a professional natural bodybuilder in the late 90s should not surprise anyone. In addition to her triumphs in the athletic arena, Dr. Nicole Bowman is the founder and president of Bowman Performance Consulting in Chewano, Wisconsin, and an evaluator at the Wisconsin Center for Education Research at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. She's the first female to graduate with a PhD from the University of Wisconsin's Department of Educational Leadership and Policy Analysis, and went on to become the only Wisconsin business and Native American to win the Small Business Administration's Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award in 2003. You likely don't know that she started learning Mohican in her 30s, and in addition to her athletic, intellectual, and business pursuits, Nikki is a skillful duck, pheasant, and grouse hunter and an accomplished cook. Please join me in welcoming this year's Eleanor Chelimsky speaker, Dr. Stafford Hood, and discussant, Dr. Nicole Bowman. Thank you.